But I think that we should
But
all agree that theater kids just don't count.
yeah, I mean, they are a unique group.
It's very polite.
I don't know. I hung out with a bunch of theater kids in college, and I still hang out, like, keep in contact with them to an extent, so I don't want to burn those bridges. They scare me. I assume that they will know if I talk bad about them.
You know what?
So
That's fair. That's a fair assumption.
Yeah, so not that like you are actually listening to like more interesting musicals. Like my parents were like the greatest hits of Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh, don't get me wrong. My mother fucking loves Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
That's mostly what I'm referring to. Yes,
Yeah.
That's one of the big ones.
Perhaps the biggest one for middle-aged Catholic women who don't really go to church anymore.
Hey, that describes my mom. No, she goes to church. It's just that she left the church and now is a Protestant. And, you know, I don't think she's regretting that decision considering where the Catholic Church has ended up.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Protestants, but I know how I feel about Catholics.
A lot of them are deeply terrible, like the evangelical groups.
That makes sense. That checks out.
I think some people like to act like there's something about Protestantism that is inherently worse than Catholicism. It's like they're not Catholics, but they like were Catholic and they've kept some like the weird like Catholicism. But fundamentally, they're all the same. Like we're all like our chances of shittiness, I think, are about even.
It's all white American Puritans.
Yeah. And it depends. Like once you get outside of like the usual like you said, like white American Puritan style Christianity, which includes, weirdly enough, a lot of Catholicism in America.
Yeah, I would say really like
much more of a toss up.
I would say like the one branch at this point that I'm like I haven't heard people say bad things about them yet is Episcopals.
Yeah, I think Episcopals are decent. Really, like a lot of the mainline churches aren't too bad. Just like they're kind of like center left, so they're not as shitty. But really, unless you're like part of like a specific kind of Christianity, or like there's a couple like random like Protestant groups that are like, I think like Anabaptists or Quakers aren't like, there's like kind of this built-in like sense of decency. But once you get outside of those, it's pretty much a crapshoot.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick mining run real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so, you know.
So anyway, that's how musicals and religion intersect. The question everyone has always been asking.
Yeah, but no, pretty much only the stuff that my mom, like my parents listened to. And it was like, I don't know, like a lot of my early music was like stuff my parents listened to.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's true for most people.
Yeah, it turns out toddlers and young children don't have amazing control over what they get to listen to.
Yeah. And it's just like, you kind of define yourself by your first like kind of random thing that you listen to. Like for some people it's like modern pop music, for some people it's like hip hop. For me it was like progressive rock, which was interesting.
Yeah, it's just the first thing that your parent plays that you happen to latch onto.
Well, I'm kind of saying after that.
Oh.
I think that a lot of people,
me too.
I think that like there's like for a lot of people, like the first thing they listen to like after like their like the first thing they choose to listen to is very distinct.
Yeah, I guess that would probably be classical for me, huh?
Mm-hmm. It is interesting that we are reaching the point though that a lot of like the 90s stuff is like firmly becoming dad music at this point.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, it's not. I'm not thrilled about it either.
Actually, I'm fine with it because that means the kids will stay away.
And nothing worse than having kids getting into things you like.
Exactly. Your interests and hobbies staying relevant into your adulthood? Give me a fucking break.
children scare me, and I want them to stay far away from me as possible.
I think that we should, as a species, no longer procreate.
I think that's reasonable. Yeah. Oh, there's a great movie about this, Children of Man. I'm pretty sure it goes really well. I don't remember all the details.
Like, I obviously understand the concept of the choke, but I have no idea what this movie is, so it is ultimately lost on me.
It's essentially a post-apocalypse movie. Like, humanity stops, like...
The X-Men?
Loses what? Children of Man.
Children of X-Men post-apocalypse.
Hey, there's been plenty of those X-Men stories. It's not like X-Men has a major villain named Apocalypse. Oh, shit.
Whoa!
I just realized something.
Wait a second.
Hold up, are you telling me that post-apocalypse has been a central part of X-Men storytelling since essentially like the early 80s?
I'm gonna have to trust you on this one, mister. I have been reading all of the X-Men.
Yeah. I have read Days of Future Past, which is like one of the seminal X-Men stories, and I'm surprised at how much it is just kind of a blip. It definitely becomes important as you keep reading, but like it is 2 issues, and the other thing that surprised me, it is immediately after the Dark Phoenix saga.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Dark Phoenix saga is like it's sort of like a whole thing. Like it's really like 20 to 30 issues of like background stuff, and then culminates in like a 3-issue like thing. But immediately after that, it's Days of Future Past, because Kitty Pryde is introduced like in the ending part of the Dark Phoenix saga.
Kitty Pryde can walk through walls and such, right?
Yes.
It took me so fucking long to learn that was what Kitty Pryde's shit was. I have heard the name for so long, and yet...
Honestly, her power is pretty immaterial, all told. Like, she's way more important as a character than as, like her powers aren't as defining as a lot of the other ones.
Elliot Page played Kitty Pryde.
Yes.
What?
But yeah, like Storm is, like, her ability to control the weather is pretty important to her overall, like, thing.
Yeah. She's one of those characters where, like, the power exists for a reason within the character.
Yeah. And it's just, like, kind of, like, she's not, like, obviously, like, part of the reason people like her, a lot of it is, like, not her power necessarily, but, like, her being, like, a godlike being who can control the weather is, like, even pretty vital to just her whole characterization. And even, like, a lot of, like, her stuff, like, stories are defined by, like, oh, she doesn't have her powers now. How does she deal with that?
It's like in X-Men 3, where
yes,
Rogue is like... Have you ever seen this Tumblr post?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You mean, is it true they could cure us? No, says the woman who could create tornadoes in her palms. There's nothing wrong with us.
Yeah. Finally, a cure for my chainsaw hands, says Johnny Chainsaw Hand, or whatever. And then there's no cure. We're perfect just the way we are, says Johnny Five Dicks.
Johnny Five Dicks.
Yes. It's great. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's very funny. And it's honestly, like, I think that's kind of... It's one of the ways that I think X3 is interesting and doesn't exactly, like... doesn't actually, like, deliver on its interesting premise.
Yeah, I would say that is why it's the second best of that trilogy.
Yes.
Because there's, like, so much potential there. But ultimately...
Yeah, I don't think it helps that it was directed by, like, Brett Ratner, I think.
Was that one also written by Solid Snake?
I'm not sure.
I can't, like... I will never fucking get over that.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't...
He was a museum cop in X-Men.
Yeah, like, those movies were strange.
He also wrote the X-Men movie? Sorry, Watchmen?
Huh.
I totally flubbed the delivery of that by saying the wrong thing.
Yes. The guy, Solid Snake, wrote this.
Solid Snake wrote the Watchmen adaptation and it was directed by Zack Snyder.
Jesus Christ, man! Like
people think that's good, right?
I think it's mixed. Because I think generally people definitely thought it was good, or at least people were willing to acknowledge that it was like, I don't know. I'm gonna say yes. I think yes, people do. I think it's good,
Wild.
but I think some people have like.
I know Tim likes it, and that was always a surprise to me because my friends who read Watchmen in high school hated it.
I think that's part of it. It's like it's very Zack Snyder in a lot of ways. So like there's some amount of like not getting it to an extent, but I also sometimes go against the general opinion on Watchmen though. So I don't know. It was interesting. Like I haven't seen it. Like a lot of what I've heard secondhand is that like, well, Watchmen is very cinematic and it's very easy to just use like the comic as a storyboard.
Right.
And I think to an extent he did that, where like a lot of the scenes are the same, but like the framing is weird. Like I've read Watchmen, and so like I know that like the escape of Rorschach from like he's running from the cops at one point, and like the whole scene goes that he like
that's in the house that explodes, right?
Yeah, like and like someone framed him for murder. And he like jumps out the window, and then like he kind of has this like ad hoc flamethrower, and then jumps out the window, and then like gets him like breaks his leg and gets immediately captured by the cops, and it makes him look like kind of a chump.
Yeah, because because the point is that he is a chump.
Yeah, but then in the movie, people are kind of annoyed because like it's sort of framed as like, oh, look at this badass fighting off this group of cops, and I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen it, and. But someone who has seen it is Timothy.
What have I seen?
The Watchmen movie, which was written by Solid Snake himself.
I mean, I haven't seen it since like 2013, I don't think.
I feel like you're glossing over the part I think is important.
I mean, you've already said this before, so my reaction
No, that's
is
X-Men.
dull because...
Not Watchmen.
Oh.
I just learned he wrote Watchmen as well.
I mean, then whatever, I guess.
Tim seems underwhelmed.
I am. I really don't care.
How dare you?
David Hayter's existence is just so confusing to me.
You mean Kiefer Sutherland?
Yes.
Yeah. More like Queef or Sutherland.
No. Boo.
I'll take it.
Thanks, Tim. That's not how you play this weapon. Anyway, I started a harvest tour right before you joined because I was just like, I need a bunch of random shit that will annoy everyone else if I have to get.
Sure.
I'm also here.
Surely there are other harvest. Oh yeah, we can get all of the
Guys.
all of the swords here.
Oh yeah. But anyway, what
Oh, light bow gun.
Yeah, I got to kill Ramobra.
Ah, I see. Not much is up, I don't think.
That's where you're so inconceivably wrong.
I mean, not a lot going on right now. Generally,
Let's start with the sky. Secondarily, the entire heavens. Tertiarily, God and Jesus Christ himself.
Space. Excuse me.
Lost
Space.
Yeah.
oh, space.
Quadrucially. Space.
Yes.
What's the four one? There's primary, secondary, tertiary,
Quaternary.
quadrinary. Why do they put an N in there? Do you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
I assume because quaternary is kind of weird to say.
What is this? What is the third one?
Tertiary?
Huh.
Look, the only reason I know this is because I have to.
Well,
Why do you have to?
And 2 is binary, right? So that has an N in it, yeah.
I was thinking secondary.
Yeah.
Oh.
Quaternary and tertiary are sometimes used in like pharmacy terms for random stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Like a tertiary nitrogen is a nitrogen that has 3 bonds, and a quaternary nitrogen is a nitrogen that has 4 bonds.
Well, that just makes sense.
And that's important because a quaternary nitrogen has a charge, which becomes is a thing that becomes really important in a lot of like pharmaceutical chemistry.
But also in music, 3 is ternary.
Interesting.
Not tertiary.
Alternary. Holy shit, I just swallowed that sour monkey wrong, and that'll really fuck up a throat.
Yeah.
Guess so. What's
Anyway.
going on here? There's a dead Remopa. A very colorful woman.
Hello, I'm colorful. This is just so you know that I'm a non-combat unit.
Yeah.
Honestly gives that vibe. Your press.
I didn't get any Remover Hide Plus from those motherfuckers, and I need 8.
I just got that from that card from that dead Remopa.
Give it to me. You literally cannot, I believe.
No, I cannot. Otherwise I would.
Relinquish to me. Your...
No Phoenix.
Speaking of Dark Phoenix...
Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, we were talking shop, comic shop before you got here. Unsurprising.
Shocked.
I started reading Sex Criminals, and that's fun.
Yeah, I need to read that. Everything I've heard about it is good. And I have like a digital copy somewhere on my computer that I should read.
Oh, yeah. The premise of Sex Criminals, Tim, is there are a few people in the world who, when they orgasm, time stops. 2 people learn this about each other at the same time and decide, well, we may as well rob banks with this.
Huh. Seems not exactly up your alley.
It's written essentially by the 2 people that got me into reading comic books, so... And I only heard good things about it. And I do like crime.
I know this.
It's the criminals part, which is like a good 70% of the lyrical, the liturgical.
Jesus.
70% of the letters in the title. Liturgical?
Liturgical,
I think that's like
that's
religious.
like church stuff, yeah.
Liturgical. It's called the liturgy because there are letters in it.
I believe it.
No, I couldn't tell you why it is, I guess. But not
yeah,
that.
speak up, Catholic. Come on, tell us what it really is, huh?
I'm always calling Tim Catholic. That's how I address Tim, as Catholic.
Yeah,
That's what I've been calling it this
That's
entire
what I
time. You guys
call it.
haven't noticed?
Well, he just edits over all of it because I told him to.
Yeah, it
make me
takes
angry.
so goddamn long. It comes from the
You're
Greek...
gonna have to edit over that one yet again.
Yeah, it comes for the Greek words of public and working,
Huh.
which combined to the Greek liturgos, which means minister, and I pronounced that 1,000,000,000% correctly.
Huh. I was gonna say public and works doesn't exactly describe the Catholic Church to me.
It does describe
mean-
the Greeks.
Public works, like, that was like 90% of Catholicism. Well, what am I trying to say here? There was a time when the Catholic Church was essentially like the government, and the government was the Catholic Church. They were deeply intertwined.
Yes, that's true.
And that time was...
Well, you know, the early times, the empires, and
The early times.
I don't know, something Byzantium.
Do I still need these guys?
Symbol in Constantinople.
That one.
Another thing that continues to fuck me up is the fact that that is a cover.
Yeah. It still like blows my mind that Istanbul was Constantinople until like 80 years ago.
Yeah, and that's probably when the song
Just
was
like
written.
50s or
30s.
Yeah, it was
80
like that
years
because,
ago is the 50s.
80 years ago is the 50s. You are correct. What was the 40s?
40s.
Okay.
It was like sometime in like the
Yes, it
early
was.
20th century, but not like the turn of the century kind of thing. And I learned that because we were playing Ticket to Ride Europe, and all those are like the city names from like 1910 or whatever. And I was just like, oh, come on. It was definitely Istanbul by that point. And then we looked it up and it was like, no, that happened in the 20s and 30s or whatever.
Mhm.
I assume it was done to like kind of settle the Turkish like
Well, that's
takeover or
nobody's
whatever.
business but the Turks.
Yeah. Because it wasn't the Ottomans anymore, it was the Turks.
Dog just got a rock hurled at it.
Hey, speaking of
Nice.
foreign policy, what's up with the world?
It's not something
Anjaneth,
I've
I
been
have
thinking
no
about.
quarrel with you.
Stuff happening in other countries. That's not something I've been thinking about constantly over the last like 4 days.
No. Why would it be?
No reason.
Okay.
America first. And only, in my mind.
What was that, Tim?
Oh, Jesus! Are you okay
No,
over there?
Oh, right. I am wearing
You know-
gathering armor.
Did you notice that you got the shit kicked out of you?
I got touched exactly once by an Anjanath.
Oh no.
I'm just hanging out, fucking pressing XA on some Renoplos.
I'm just following you until you inevitably start giving us directions.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
just,
you can. Why did he fade into exit? Where did he go?
Maybe he was just well.
I pressed Y instead of B. That Y doesn't dodge.
no.
It does in Pokemon.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Oh no.
Shit, I did play that for like 2 hours today.
This is going to become a problem.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a gathering tour.
I mean, yes, it doesn't, but we're going to be facing like
we don't have to kill 5 this time.
yeah. We're going to be facing something very serious, and you're just going to be like, ah, shit, I've been Pokemon'd out my brain or
Put my
something.
weapon away instead of rolling.
I tried to throw a Pokeball at that Zamtrios.
Zamtrios, where? What map?
You guys
I wish.
you guys haven't been playing Monster Hunter Gen for 800 hours on the side?
No.
Well, that's on
I
YouTube.
mean, I already have my 800 hours in. Thought about buying it again.
You did until I specifically said,
Yeah,
maybe not for a fourth time.
well, maybe not. Not necessary at that point.
A lot of Gen.
Perhaps.
Remobra.
And also, like, why was it still $15? Honestly, at this point, the original Monster Hunter Gen. Like,
Yeah, that's
that should
wild.
should be on sale for $5.
Were
like,
those
max.
wings not, or those wings were not a Remobra, but were in fact a landing Basilgeuse?
Yeah, very,
Sure.
very large difference in size. One might say.
To be fair, it was like over a hill and far
In the
away.
woods.
Oh no, I've done that too many times.
Ah, keep it up.
No, I refuse.
All right. Don't keep it up then.
Okay, I accept.
All right.
Huh. Oh, I also need Ludroth stuff.
I got 2 large wyvern tears. We will never know whom they were from.
From whomst. Tim, if this is really your plan, you're going to be following me for a long time because I need a lot of random small monster shit, and that's it.
Well, I don't need anything, so I should. There's nothing else I'd be doing.
See, Tim, this is why you have to join me in just wishlisting all of the random bullshit armors you can.
I mean, I think I have like 90% of the armors in the game.
Yeah, well,
At
you
least
need
in my
100% of them.
I guess.
Oh wait, no, I don't need tiny Ludroth. I need medium Ludroth.
And by that you mean big Ludroth.
Well, it's not that big.
But it's the biggest one.
It is the biggest Ludroth, but it's not that big.
I would say
I
then
see.
the scale would be set at. I can't even remember what the qualifiers are used for at this point. Big
I
boy.
yeah. I measure things on a global scale, Tim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, what's this?
Huh.
It's just here, huh?
There's not like a knife in here?
No, it's
I mean,
just
a sword.
no, it's just like a little. It's like the bean.
It's like the Millennium Park bean.
It's like Cloudgate from Chicago.
It's like
Cloudgate?
it's like the statue that everyone calls Cloudgate in
Yeah.
Chicago, Illinois.
Out of respect for Anish Kapoor, the most well-respected artist there is.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's history to that statement that I am not aware of.
Oh, yeah, I mean, every now and then, like, a Tumblr post goes around about how big of an ass he is. Like, he
So you got it,
copyrights colors and all of that, and he has, like, a rival artist who does the same thing, only says, everyone is free to use this color 100% unless you are Anish Kapoor.
Is that the Vanta Black or whatever?
Yes, it's the Vanta Black guy. He made the bean.
Yeah. Oh. Yes. The blackest black.
Blackest black.
And the story was that like he made the blackest black and was just like he's real like annoying about who
Yeah,
can
and then
use
he
it.
like
And then-
copyrighted it and said, no one else could use this but me.
And I think another guy made like a blacker black, and then he was just like everyone can use this except for Anish Kapoor.
His name was Stuart something. I
was gonna
finally
say,
got
like,
one remote ride.
How does one simply just like make the blackest black and be able
I-
to copyright it because of that?
I've seen something about this. It's like I don't remember exactly, but it's like you essentially there's ways of capturing light that are more perfect than others. And so you actually have to create a way of capturing light that is better at capturing light than other things. So you can copyright it because it is like a mechanical process, essentially. So like the process of creating Vanta Black is difficult in some way. Like I said, I don't know the
Yeah.
exact details. Like I saw somebody explain it at one point. And yeah, because like Vanta Black is like, or maybe it's something competing with Vanta Black, but it's like, it's a way of creating like microtubules that essentially capture light. Like I said, I don't know the exact details, but
So like, if you were to make a piece of artwork using Vanta Black, what would you even have to do then? Like,
I think
would it have
that
to
like
be viewed through a certain lens or something?
no, I don't think so. I think Vanta Black itself is like it's part of the. It's an aspect of the
It's like the
technology.
pigmentation process.
Yeah, and so like the idea is that if you want to use Vanta Black in your art, you have to get like a copyright for it, or you have to like what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, you have to get permission or like pay like royalties or something.
So Remobra Hide has an over 50% chance of carving, and I have killed 9 Remobra and carved 1.
You know, I carved just by being around you. I have it's Remover Hide Plus.
Yep.
I have carved 3, and I think I have carved a total of 4 Remobra.
Wait, I have also carved 3. Oh, but my numbers were way off. 5 plus 2, 7, 10, 13. So 3 out of 13. Still not great.
Still very bad. Yeah. And what was the percent chance?
54.
Okay. Yeah. Need a bigger sample size as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's... The complaint is always just, hey, small sample sizes, guys.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
Jordan's up to something.
No success. There's a little mini volcano up here, and I thought maybe if you bomb it, it would show you a sword.
I need 5 more Remobra Hide.
All right, I'm just kind of looking around for any knives. I've got 3 of them, 4, 5, and 10 for the record, but just kind of looking around now.
Nope, it's
Yeah, I guess I
Notebook.
should check the ones I have.
Lava Caverns, I have 1, 4, and 10.
All right.
Oh, but then there's also the fucking ones associated with the Rampage in here for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Those. I have 3, 5, and 10.
All right. So we each have 3, and we got 2 of them that are similar. Or
Does everyone have 10?
we all have 10, and
And
then
then everyone else is different.
well, you and I have 5, and me and Chris have 4, I think. Or did you say 1, 5, and 10, Chris?
I think I said 1, 5, and 10.
So we each have 10 and 5, and then 1, 3, and 4 are spread out among us.
I didn't think Chris said 5. I thought he said 3, 4, and 10 or something.
I don't know.
1, 4, and 10.
1, 4, and 10.
All right. Yeah. So me and Chris have 4. You and me, Tim, have 5. We all have 10, and then 1, 3, and 1 and 3 are split. Whatever. So we got to find all of them, but like 10, and I don't know on the
pretty
Rampage. So whatever. We're gonna go through most of them anyway. Interesting though. I'm not like, not that I've been like necessarily like looking super closely, but I've not found anything. So they're pretty well hidden.
There's too many Avicii's levels to this place.
That's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, does Avicii have a song called Levels?
That is the Avicii's song.
Okay, I believe you. Because a thing I couldn't do is name an Avicii song.
He's got
that the-
2, and the one is named Levels.
Is that the
Fascinating.
guy who's the pill one? Is that what I'm thinking of?
The
Pill?
pill one.
A pill and
What's that?
Ibiza? I don't know.
What?
Never mind.
Are you saying he died via overdose?
No.
He
I mean,
did
yes,
die.
I mean-
I
Oh.
don't know if it was via overdose.
No, I'm thinking of something different then. I don't know who Avicii is.
A
He's a-
DJ.
He's like a
A disc.
Well-
Swedish?
Sure.
Finnish? Icelandic?
Sure. Nordic.
Scandinavian?
Practically the same thing.
Well,
Yeah.
Iceland isn't Scandinavia, you dumb bitch, but
Well, it's practically Scandinavia. Like, it was colonized by them. Like, they don't get to claim to be anything different.
True, that's how it works. I think I found the mini volcano Jordan was referring to.
blowed up, just for fun.
Blowing it up doesn't work. Look, they had us blow up like one thing, and now I'm like mind poisoned.
Hey, bad news.
It didn't
Didn't
work
work?
the second time?
Yeah. I'm also mind poisoned.
What kind of poison? For $1, name a poison.
Anthrax.
Digitalis.
It's messed up that I was also thinking anthrax.
Not really a poison either.
It's not? What would you call it?
I think it's a microorganism.
Anthrax is alive?
Well, it's like the spores of it cause the disease. But yeah, anthrax is like a living thing.
That's fucked up. You shouldn't be able to mail that to people.
I think you were explicitly not allowed to mail it to people.
It's wild.
But someone did.
Anthrax
Yeah,
is caused by...
explain
They
that.
were allowed to do that?
I guess there is a difference between can't and shouldn't.
What a fucking jerk!
I thought it was legal.
You can't kill people, that's illegal.
Ah, shite. What is the remote update?
Well, I found them for the first time since I was complaining.
See,
Cool.
But I killed some Slagtoth along the way and got Slagtoth hides that I needed.
I mean,
Good. Screw those weird, like, dinosaur things. No, wait, I like Slagtoth. Stop killing them.
I must extract. I also think I killed a few Renoplos, which I need.
Should have named something. Should have named him something simpler like Flop Dog,
Or just
Yes.
lumpy.
or just what?
Lumpy.
Yeah,
Lumpy.
These guys, I don't know, they're lumpy.
I think that would help Owen internalize the Monster Hunter names more.
Yeah, because the name Slagtoth is essential.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I mean. It's hard to remember.
It's true.
Got a point.
4 more Remobrahide to go.
Probably one of the easier ones to remember, honestly.
Yeah.
Find any swords?
No.
Why not?
No, I found a shiny Slagtoth, though.
Ooh. I don't know what this means.
That's your second one.
I know. I'm just racking them up. Don't even have the charm yet.
Hi, Basarios? Basarios is in this game?
Yeah. Just, he has been out of our running for a long time. There's just some monsters in which all of their stuff looks ugly and is bad.
Yeah, but I'm still going to make Basarios armor.
I mean, I might have already, or I'm sure I could, without much effort.
You see, the reason I'm gathering all of the small monsters is because the piece of shit monsters like Basarios I'm done with except for the tiniest monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Right.
because like I've never killed. Why would I kill and gather a Renoplos or a Gajao?
Renoplos are annoying.
Jordan doesn't even know what a Gajao is, I bet.
Trying to think.
Because why would he need to?
I don't know what a Gajao
It
is.
is I who is brain poisoned.
Should be named Fat Flounder.
Fat fish.
Fat Fuck Friday.
Fuck fish.
Fuckfish, Fat Friday.
Now you'd remember it if it was called a fuck fish.
That's probably true. Kind of, there's a nice alliteration to that.
Yeah.
And
Capcom
this bot-
USA _ hit me up for branding.
Alright, guys, just hold on. I need to kill a couple fuckfish before we move on. And just like, wait, excuse me?
And then
What
you've
the
got
fuck
fuck,
fish?
and then you've got Fuckfish Friday right there. It's just that's brand synergy.
I love me some brand synergy.
Like, is there anything more satisfying than when brands synergize?
Like you know how Capcom's been uploading a bunch of like Magnum Malo now in 4K. It's like
Yes.
fuck fish now in 4K.
Now that
It's
would
like a
get some
30-second
fucking
video
engagement.
rotating around the model.
There's nothing that Capcom wants more than engagement.
I can't think of anything more important than engagement.
No.
Chris,
I base my life around it.
Good joke.
Oh shit! Did you perhaps see my name fall very far?
No, I did. Just the oh shit it was funny. You see, I
I
took
see nude Kane.
I specifically took this this gathering tour because it said outbreak of Remobra, and I was like, I need like 8 Remobra things. That'll be easy. And now I don't know where any are.
Well, to be fair, I think the locale update changes that stuff.
Yeah.
So anytime it says like the
Oh.
locale has been updated, that shit changes. So like,
I was wondering what the fuck that meant.
Hey, I found one.
I thought I found one, but it was a scale lizard instead.
Ooh. Alright. So I'm just going to stay here then.
Yeah, you stay there. Okay,
This
the
one
other
is
thing
number
was a bone
6.
pile, so a lot of nothing.
Yep. Number 6.
Are you
So
on top
none of us
this,
have it.
this here pillar?
Yes, I'm on top of this here pillar.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I saw that and it's just like, oh yeah, there's definitely one at the top of this.
See, I also climbed a pillar, and there was only a lizard on
I
top.
mean, there are just so many pillars.
There are a lot of pillars.
There's Wham, AC/DC, Cars.
That's something like how that goes.
It's weird that that's like the most memorable track until like, well, with the exception of any of the JoJo themes.
I mean,
I'm a
Yeah,
big fan
'cause
of
that's-
Roundabout.
that's before.
I don't think that Roundabout was written by noted Japanese composer. No, I can remember his name.
Now,
Yugo
there
Kanna.
are- I was gonna say there are 3 different JoJo's composers. So
Oh, are there?
yeah, part 1 is some guy whose name I don't remember. Part 2 is some guy whose name I should remember because he did Gurren Lagann. And
Ooh.
part 3 is
3 through
where-
the rest.
Yeah, is where Yugo Kanna shows up.
Okay, so maybe my statement of most memorable theme until the themes that we remember makes sense because Yugo
Until
Kanno.
Yugo Kanna.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
one theme that was memorable until Yugo Kanno.
Mm. And it was really corny. Like,
Weird techno.
is it Aztec? Are they Aztec? I can't even remember.
Yeah, I think they're Aztec. The Pillarmen are
Aztec, no.
Aztec. Diversity win.
Yeah, it's not weird at all.
Anyway, there's a good guy Nazi in this part.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that. Oof. And he kind of just remains one, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Weird take.
When did the Third Reich show up?
Weird take, Akechi. No, this guy, he's all right though. Yes, he is a Nazi. Stop asking me. He's all right though.
Man, this question might be insensitive, but do the Nazis get a kind of different shine in Japan, given the alliances during that war?
I mean, just
I
look
have
at
no
Attack
idea.
on
and I will
Titan.
be right back.
The Attack on Titan mangaka has a lot of fashy
Yes, I'm
fucking
aware.
yeah.
You think they'll all know when you're gonna be gaming? Okay.
It's pretty much why I can't like believe people when they say Attack on Titan is good. I'm like, have you seen the writer?
Attack on Titan, it might be good, but like it always struck me as like baby's first adult anime, where it's just like
I can see that.
it got a lot of like Game of Thrones treatment, where it's just like, oh, like it's so gory and violent sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like probably part of the reason for that is that it came out when I was in high school, and a lot of the other people I knew who were into it were like high school, like early college age, when like kind of pointless gore can kind of work out.
Can
But
carry
I
a
could be
show.
wrong. It could be good, and it could be that I was just like surrounded by a bunch of people who were just like really into watching somebody get eaten by a bigger somebody.
And what are we on now?
Attack on Titan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
And
again,
me-
like we're going, Chris.
I was just gonna say, me saying I can't actually believe people when they say it's good because I know what the writer believes.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree.
and I was saying to Chris that like it had like kind of the Game of Thrones issue where like it might legitimately be good, but I don't know because my perception has been clouded by a bunch of teenagers who are just like, oh, it's so gory.
Yeah. What was the thing, Chris, that you sent me recently? What did it say? It was like a really terrible take about how Attack on Titan and
Oh yeah,
Some
it
other-
was like
another currently airing show is like
Oh.
the best
Demon-
television ever made.
Wasn't it Demon Slayer? I think I saw this take.
It was Demon Slayer,
I'm
I
gonna
think.
scroll through our DMs to find that.
I think
Yeah.
I think you're right. And it's just like, you know, says 15-year-old who has watched like 3 television shows ever.
Yeah,
Just got to scroll through the entirety of us playing Pokemon Arceus Legends.
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago, which in Twitter DM lifetime is
Yeah, these bitches
Pretty
need to be
much gone.
searchable.
they do. For us specifically. And basically no one else.
Probably no one else.